There are some films that give you sleepless nights, not because of the personal impact or connection that you may feel, but because you witness cinematic gold that is hard to come by. The Sudha directed Tamil film Soorarai Pottru, starring Suriya in the lead role, is one of those films. A film made with such earnestness and conviction that I, after a very long time, was so emotionally invested that I constantly found myself uncontrollably sobbing through several moments. This is the perfect example of two things. One, how to adapt a written text and translate it into an audiovisual format, and two, provide a perfect balance of the aspects of the protagonist's life that the audience signed up for. Soorarai Pottru is the fictionalized version of the book Simply Fly, a Deccan Odyssey, written on the life of G.R. Gopinath, the creator of Deccan Airlines. The film follows his inspirational and arduous journey, from being a common man fighting for the cause of his local village, his experience in the armed forces, opting for an early retirement, and the monumental and almost unbelievable aspiration of having his own airlines. This review is not intended to present you both good and bad aspects so that you can contemplate watching this film. It's my attempt at convincing and urging you to watch a film that represents beautiful cinema in every shape and form, and I hope I am successful at that. Biopics in India have always had an issue in presenting us either such over-the-top moments that it disconnects us from the depiction of a true story, or has such a dispersed focus that we lose the core of the film, which is the individual. Soorarai Pottru stands out as the perfect example of shedding light on the important details of the journey of Nidumaran, played by Suriya. Even though his personal life and the beautiful relationship that blossoms with Sundari, played by Aparna, forms a huge part of the film, it never takes over to lose the focus on the humongous goal of the man and the hurdles he will face to achieve his dream. This has a lot to do with the impeccable screenplay of Sudha, Shalini Usha Nair, and Alif Surti, who have adapted the written material with such precision and technique, a skill that is often undermined but is one of the main reasons why this film will deeply impact you and stay with you for a long time. There are several life-altering moments in the film that are showcased as montages, which you may presume may do a disservice in fully getting to know the characters in this world. The reality, however, is that it is poetry in motion, as it's exactly enough to make you feel, root, and fall in love with the characters. Of course, as your analytical mind sets in through several details, you might find some moments and the creative choice through which they are communicated odd. Being a consumer of Hindi cinema, you know how a veteran like Paresh Rawal sounds. So of course you will be doing a double take when you listen to his dubbed voice speaking the Tamil language. There are moments in the film where Suriya is pitching to a French company, but in Tamil, even though he gives certain interviews or does pitches in the English language. The inconsistency of the language utilized may perturb you, but only momentarily. The important aspect being that it in no shape or form affects the story and its eventual impact. I kept on thinking that this is Suriya, the man whose original creative choices are responsible for some of the biggest blockbusters in Hindi cinema. This is the man that lately had been going through a rough patch of films that have financially and critically underperformed. While taking all of this into consideration, I was blown away by the versatility and chameleon-like ability of this man to convincingly come across as a ruffian from a village, a capable member of the armed forces, and a man determined with his dream to prove everyone wrong. Suriya is absolutely exceptional in this film, honestly putting forth a performance that may just go as one of my favorites in this decade. G.R. Gopinath is a representation of breaking the norm, entering into an industry with limited players, less frequency, and meant to be a luxury, whose players want to keep it that way. He is what the rich despise, as the aim of the influential and powerful is to keep that divide as strikingly vast and impenetrable. Mara, played by Suriya, represents exactly what they despise, and I can't stop raving about this beautiful performance. The supporting cast of the film are all capable actors and share such impactful moments throughout the film. Paresh Rawal plays the role of Paresh Goswami, the entrepreneur who owns Jazz Airlines and is a figure of inspiration for Mara. But as they say, never meet your heroes, you're bound to be disappointed. Paresh Goswami is the embodiment of elite snobbery and he is unapologetic about it. The character acts as a constant impediment to the rise of Mara and his dream. A combination of both an inflated ego as well as the fear that a boy from a village could have such a lasting impact on the aviation industry. Aparna as Sundari is such a firecracker of a performer. The chemistry she shares with Mara, the decision of both of them to make a name for themselves before they get married, acknowledging the partnership that will be essential for soaring to new heights. She is a ride or die that anyone dreams of, and Aparna is truly brilliant. There is nothing that makes me sob like a baby more than seeing a mother cry, and every time I saw Urvashi ma'am, who plays Mara's mother, break down or even look at her son with pride, I couldn't help myself but weep uncontrollably. The cinematography of Niket Bommi Reddy and the beautiful music of G.V. Prakash Kumar just contribute the perfect technical qualities to enhance this inspirational story. The music never overwhelms the story to compel or manipulate you to feel a certain way. This film is special for the story of human will, ability, and sheer perseverance that it tells, but especially because the team behind and in front of camera. There are moments that are still playing in my memory. The desperation of a man wanting to go back to his family at the airport, tight on cash, convincing the passengers of his credibility by showing his uniform. A son breaking down knowing internally beyond the stubbornness of a parent that they only wanted you to succeed. As the lines are narrated, a sparrow can never aspire to be an eagle, but my son will change that. A statement that acts as fuel for the determined entrepreneur. Even when you hit rock bottom, knowing very well that your people are in your corner, ready to assist you when all the odds are stacked against you, it reminded me that this is the one thing that everyone needs. An individual who believes in you. A person who is magnanimous enough to consider your idea, irrespective of where you come from. Soorarai Pottru is one of those rare films that are hard to come by. I was imagining several moments play out in the theatre and the standing ovation the crowd would have showered it with. I urge every single person to watch this inspirational and moving film and hope this cinematic piece of work stays untouched and is not recreated. This is too pure and precious of a story that does not require several recreations. Huge respect for Suriya and Guneet Monga for producing such a project, and Sudha ma'am for directing with such beautiful skill. This one's special. You can watch Soorarai Pottru on Amazon Prime Video. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.